Well, last week, unbeaten Saugatuck hit the road and beat an undefeated Hesperia team in the first round. Tonight, the Indians looking to do the same once again, playing away from home against another undefeated team. Pewamo Westphalia looking for a fifth straight district championship, trailing 7-0 early. Pewamo running back Jared Smith takes the pitch, cuts it back, and he's going to go a ways. How about 75 yards down the sideline for the touchdown? Pewamo with the early lead, but Saugatuck would respond on the ensuing kickoff. As Mitch told you earlier, we don't usually show kickoffs unless something big happens. This one, 81 yards for the touchdown to give Saugatuck the lead. Pewamo, though, would score again on a QB sneak by Jimmy Lehman, and Pewamo ends up dominating the second half to win it 38-28, the final. Our game of the week took place in Division 4 tonight. Jason, Brett, and Coach Oshnock join us live from Hawk Country with another look. Guys.
Well, quite a season for Saugatuck there. Sad to see it come to an end, but that Pewamo Westphalia team is really, really good, and they got a chance there in Division 7. I know Detroit Loyola is there, and they're the favorite, but watch out for PW there. It's been quite a year, Evan, for Forest Hills Eastern. They already set a school record for wins. They won the first conference title in school history, won the first playoff game in school history last week, and they're happy to add a trophy to that list tonight in the game of the week. Hosting, of course, Comstock Park, who was playing in their 6th straight district finals. Third quarter at 6-0 Comstock Park, and Montario Smith extended that lead. It looked good for CP at this point.
Yeah, and he's been their best player all year, and to see him get out like that was big for Comstock Park.
But Brad, FHE comes back here. They finally get on the board late in the third. The screen pass to Jake Sipneski.
One of their favorite plays, and Sipneski just seems to be the playmaker that always seems to jumpstart that.
That made it 13-7, and Coach, it didn't take long for the Hawks to get their first lead of the game. They come back, and Clark finds Ryan Knight.
Yeah, Ryan Knight, he's been a big-time player all year for him, and it's not a surprise to see him catch a big pass in a big game.
14-13 at that point. Eastern gets the ball back after another stop, and they go to Caden Peters.
Caden Peters, 30 carries, 141 yards, and a touchdown. And I really like the pocket presence tonight of Jack Clark at quarterback.
21-13. I thought the story of the game was the FHE defense. Big pick here.
And right here, I mean, they run a post-wheel combination and just a big pick on the sidelines to pretty much seal the game.
21-13. Forest Hills Eastern, the winner over Comstock Park. They raise the trophy in celebration. First district championship in school history. They hadn't even won a playoff game in school history before last week. It's been quite the season for Forest Hills Eastern. And guys, my biggest takeaway from this game was the Eastern defense, because like we said earlier, I really thought this would be a higher scoring game. I mean, 6-0 at halftime. I was shocked.
Yeah, you really got to hand it off to Coach Sherman, the defensive coordinator here at Forest Hills Eastern. He was changing up his fronts. He was able to pressure Naughton. In the first half, Naughton had his way a little bit, but in the second half, they just kept on hitting him and hitting him and hitting him, and you can see those hits wore out on him.
And to your point, Jason, there was a critical point in this game late where Comstock Park didn't convert on a 3rd and 4 in their own territory. They were a couple yards short after a Naughton run. 4th and 2 with about 5.5 minutes left. Coach Chapman decides to punt the football. That tells you everything you need to know. Played field position, and they never got the football back.
Yeah, great win for Forest Hills Eastern. And if you don't want to take our word for it, Forest Hills Eastern players afterwards pretty excited about it.
District championship means everything. We've been working to play it for the playoffs. Our coach just told us we just got to get in, and what do you know? Anything can happen, and that happened tonight. But we have a lot to look forward to.
It's unreal right now. I don't know how I feel. We worked so hard in the off season, and every time that we got up at 6 a.m. to go to the liftings that we have, all the conditioning we have finally pays off. And I'm just so proud of these guys, coaches, everyone a part of Forest Hills Eastern, and it's just a blessing right now.
Guys, real quick here, a word on next week. Forest Hills Eastern will be home again. They'll play Chippewa Hills. They were 2nd place in the Central States Gold behind Reed City. Thoughts on that matchup for FHE next week?
I think it's a matchup that they're going to embrace because it's here at home, and Forest Hills Eastern's played well at home all season long. So, obviously, they can't look forward to the following week or anything like that. But I think, playing here at home is a big advantage for Eastern.
Hard not to look to that following week.
Well, and how many times have we talked to area coaches? They just love to get outside of the West Michigan area, get some fresh blood, someone new.
And that's what they'll get. Well, hey, the wait is almost over. After a short commercial break, it is Blitz battle time. Hudsonville and Rockford. Highlights from them. It's been quite the run for Hudsonville. They've won at Rockford in the playoffs for the last 2 years for district championship. They played, and Hudsonville lost to Rockford by a single point 2 weeks ago. But each of the last 2 years, it's been Hudsonville that got the win. And later in the segment, we will each select our players of the night in a segment we call Blitz Boss. There will be 3 of them on a very special edition of the Blitz. Stay with us.